So it doesn't bother me that much. What bothers me for sure is like people who sincerely get duped by it. Folks, we're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is a very special day, ladies and gentlemen. You already know what it is. A very special day for everybody out there. And you might be thinking to yourself, is it a special day because you're doing multicam, Hasan? And no, that's not the reason why it's a special day. It's not the multicam that's the reason. Multiple Hasans, multiple dogs. Is that the reason? Nope, that's not the reason either. Okay. You might be thinking to yourself, is it because it's a beautiful day? It's nice. It's weather is beautiful in California, Los Angeles. No, that's not the reason either. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful day and a very special day. Not because it's 78 degrees and sunny, but because it's a day of celebration, as is the case every Friday. Because it's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no, I'm blowing up. I'm blowing up big time. I'm blowing up big time in white woman Twitter. I'm blowing up big time in like all of the media environments. I think it's actually really interesting because it's one of those things that is just like so objectively untrue. Even though if people stick to the clip culture, you know, if people just stick to like the clips in general, like sure, they'll make up their minds. They'll be like, that guy's a real piece of shit. And, you know, they'll forever think of me as that person, right? But like if they were to briefly glance over, or if they were to like watch any number of videos, like, I mean, Kaya literally grew up on camera. So if they actually saw any uninterrupted broadcast, like they would be like, all right, well, this is a little bit overblown, I think. But do you think MSM will change their views on you after this? I feel like you were doing good making waves in MSM lately. No. If you noticed a lot of the outlets that have like covered this or attempted to cover this without any sort of consideration for like defamation or whatsoever, it's been like Fox News, New York Post, shit like that. And it's also so objectively untrue that it doesn't really matter, ultimately. I think it was Gutfeld that even covered it as well. The Hollywood Reporter covered the story. I know Hollywood Reporter didn't even ask me for it, for you know, my take on it or anything like that, which you're supposed to do. That's like what journalism is supposed to do. That's what journalists are supposed to do. And it's interesting. They went directly to PETA, and then PETA straight up was like, he says he doesn't use one, and we really hope that is the case. But I think it's like low key, PETA's been an ally in the past as well. It's really sad because even streamers I thought you were friends with are saying you 100% did this. Who? Moist Critical? Is that who you're talking about? With the exception of him, I don't think any streamers are either legitimately terrified. Streamers are either legitimately terrified of saying something, or all the people that have been around me are like, or have been around Kaya and myself, are looking at this being like, this is the most insane thing of all time. They keep texting me. Dean So Cool did today. Wait, what did he say? I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. It's also crazy knowing how much fundraising and charity you've done for local animal shelters. I know. FaZe Clan didn't defend you. They made jokes about it. Why would, guys, what are you talking about? It's FaZe. Of course they're going to make jokes about it. It's normal. I think you guys need to be less like, you need to be a little bit less sensitive about this stuff. Like, you need to be able to parse through like people who are memeing about the big thing versus people who are like very deliberately pushing an angle or pushing a narrative. You know what I mean? Folks are like, Hasan is a creep. Let's look to what Andrew Tate has to say about it. Yeah, the loudest voices on this stuff, with the exception of like Moist Critical, who's a fairly tame, you know, normie content creator, have been just like some of the worst motherfuckers you've ever met online. It's just the latest Hasan controversy. Yes, I know. It is. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? I mean, this is, maybe I'm too weird about this, but I'm so used to it at this point. Like, this is just my life. All publicity is good publicity? No, that's not true. I mean, this is not good. I mean, it makes me sad because I'm basically a white woman when it comes to taking care of my dogs. So what are we doing back there? Getting comfy and getting cozy with it. I don't think it's worse. You're just more famous as a baseline, right? Yeah. But you have to admit it's funny that this guy's making fun of the rumor. No, I did. I responded to this person. POV Hasan Piker when his dog moves 0.001 picometer. And he said source Ethan Klein. And I think people didn't see that and they were probably like mad at him or something, but I replied to it as well. I actually even replied to it with a photo post, but I don't know. It's just buried in the comments probably. I know he didn't do it, but the memes are hilarious. I know this isn't true, but the slander is actually frying me. Yeah. What did Vanilla May say? Vanilla May said, hi, Kaya. Your rage is a subathon goal for 45K named Hasan Collar. Are jokes like that okay, or do they annoy you? No, they're fine. I don't give a shit. Yeah, people criticizing me keep their dogs locked in a crate for 10 hours a day. I couldn't even do crate training, to be fair. Like I f***ed it up. Because I wanted to try and like potty train Kaya on a crate. It didn't work. She just was so goddamn stubborn. So I just had to literally take the L on that and basically wake up a million times a night back when she was a little pupper. And because she has so much fur, when she was like a little baby, when she was a little puppy, then I would have to sit there and wash her every time. But yeah, if you were asking me like, do I care about the jokes? No, I don't. Because it's one, completely untrue. So it doesn't bother me that much. What bothers me for sure is like people who sincerely get duped by it and then like actually think I'm doing this. But is this the last time we're going to talk about this? Hopefully. Yeah. Guys, look at the current political climate and what people support. They're not the smartest. Yeah. I mean, we're not in the best place in general for media literacy, for critical thinking. It's just, we're not in a good place at all. So it is what it is. What does Kai think about all this? Hi. How do you feel? Kaya, how do you feel? Okay. 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 Dogs stretching in front of you like that is also a sign of comfort for those of you who don't know. Hi. So nasty. Because like, as always, she was, this morning I took both her and Fiona to the gym. She basically was duking it out with the two Belgian Malinois that she's besties with. And then it's all wet. Her entire face is wet from being, it's just so nasty. Anyway, that's, I think we've explored this subject matter enough. But yeah, personal news wise, not anything else going on in my life other than I just, I shot the podcast, the Fearam podcast. It's almost shedding time too. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no. The podcast was good. As always, it was an absolute banger episode. Any plans for March's birthday? Marchy Poo is old now. Congratulations. Congratulations to Marchy Poo for being old. Yeah, that's right. Will you fire March and get a newer, younger producer? Yeah, for sure. Happy birthday to Vorlo as well. Damn. This is a big day.